Brothers, episode 7, Promotional Use
Good.
Only Podcast. Got Mills Brand in the building. Got Manhattan Brown in the building.
Yo.
Special guest today, the God, Jon Hope, recording artist. What's going on with you, my brother?
Man, I'm good, man. I'm good. Good to tap in with y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all having me, man.
No, thank you for being on, man. Thank you for being on, man. Heard good things. Just been listening to like the music, man. Definitely, man. Like the movement that you're building on. So we definitely was this time, man. Had to chop it up.
No, man. We appreciate your time today, man. You know what I mean? We gonna get into everything you got going on. We're gonna learn more about you. But we always start off with some hot topics and things like that. So before we proceed, Mike, hit them with the sponsor.
Okay. Oh yes, of course. Promotional Use Only.us. You guys can sign up right now. Receive 25% off your first order with us when you sign up on our newsletter. You guys go ahead and check that out. We got some new merch dropping real soon. We ain't gonna say when, but definitely tap in to that as well. And that's our sponsor right there, man. What's up, y'all?
Gunna digging that skirt, man. What's the word with you?
Word.
Oh yeah, man. Yo, man. It's time to vote, B. Yo, word. But yeah, ain't shit, man. I'm chilling, yo. Yo, what happened with the contest, B? My homegirl hit me, said she won, yo.
Yeah. We just did a give.
Yeah, she was like, yo, hit me dumb hype. Like, yo, I won. Yo, black and yellow, my favorite colors. I'm like, all right.
We're gonna be doing those two more as well. If anybody signed up,
yeah, man.
Also our YouTube, Promotional Use Only TV. We're gonna be doing a whole bunch of
dope.
A whole bunch of merch. We just like to drop it real life mysteriously. So just,
Word, man. I know y'all like free things, so subscribe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
do what you got to do. Can't
right.
go wrong.
Exactly. So
to your homies.
Shout out to the winner. You can shout her name out too as well. Shout her name.
Oh yeah, Loca. Shout out to the Loca ADA for you know what I'm saying, for checking out the podcast. She won. She followed the rules, subscribed, did what she had to do.
Merch tomorrow. The new joint that hasn't dropped yet. She's gonna be actually getting that, and that will be sent out.
That's what's up.
That's all.
So, yeah, man.
Word. Congrats to the homie. You know what I mean?
Word. No facts.
And, you know what I'm saying?
All she had to do was tag some people and tap in.
That's it. That's it.
That's what it is.
Simple.
It's only, man. That's what we do over here, man. But moving on back to my man, Jon.
Congrats to her, man. You know what I'm saying?
Congrats, yo.
As we proceed, man. Reactions to last night's verses, DMX to Snoop. We're going to go around the room, but, Hope, I got to start off with you, man. You the guest, man. What was your reaction, man?
Yo, I think it was the best verses thus far, and I think it showed like it really is a testament to their careers. You almost, especially Snoop, you take him for granted, because he's such a part of the fabric of just American culture. You know what I'm saying? But then you realize this dude, man, like, low key, he didn't even go all the way in his bag. He could have went to sensual seduction and all that, you know what I'm saying? But like, I mean, it's really a testament to the both of them, man. Them dudes is like monuments, and it was dope to to hear that Get At Me Dog was inspired by a meeting with Snoop in a club in New York. You know what I'm saying? Like things like that, man. So it was really dope, and I kind of think like we're gonna see at best when all this COVID shit kind of goes away. I like to see a live versus like DMX and Snoop, like live, like that'd be stupid. I think that's gonna be the next wave, man. Live Nation gotta tap into that. You know what I'm saying?
In front of a crowd.
That's a good ass idea.
Yeah, in front of a crowd.
Yeah.
It was great, man.
All right, Gunna, how you felt about it, man?
Yo, I was there for it, man. I enjoyed it. DMX and Snoop, that's like two, our era, man. That's like one of our greatest rappers and stuff. X is a little later. X is from the Blood era. So when X was on, man, X just brought me back to high school, me being shipped to wear red on Fridays, you know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that. And then and then listening to Snoop and like all the Snoop joints, I'm just like, I remember when Doggy Style came out and how a nigga had to sneak to listen to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it was dope, man. Oh yeah, man, it was dope, man. Yo, you seen X Boots though? He had the red high top beef and broccolis, bitch. He got the red and black joints.
With the black and red.
In July. Only him, man.
Only X, yo.
Black and red sweat. I read somebody tell me that shit fresh off the like a DCLR, man.
Yo, what? Yeah, man.
Wow, man. Mike, what was your thoughts on it? Because we was talking in the text, man.
Yeah.
You didn't think Snoop overwhelmed him. I think he did, but I'll wait till my time. I'll let you go.
Yeah.
I just was enjoying it, man. Like, it was really good to see, honestly, X. You know what I'm saying? For him even showing up, no craziness. I think the prayer was just dope. How to just start it off. I'm like, yo, X is just like, come on, man.
Yeah, you know when you hear the prayer, you know X about to go crazy when you hear that prayer.
You know what I always tell you about these battles, even if it's about judging or not. But I didn't even judge it. Like, I just was enjoying it. So you gotta understand that's two coasts. So you got one from a great, and that was around my era when it was just 97 to 99. You got East Coast DMX. You got Snoop. Just giving you the West Coast like feel vibe. So it was just an incredible moment. I also think just as though DMX, he just picked the right choices. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I be telling you what it's really mainly about. It's about picking up the right choices. That's what I was saying about the Jadakiss bad joint. It's really about the choices. Like, nobody expecting him to throw the Aaliyah joint in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, those type of things. It depends on what it's going up against. And I don't feel like he was like, killed. I felt like it was just a great battle of legends, just going at it, just enjoying the shit. I don't think it was like, oh, he killed him. I don't like it's like killed him. Like, this guy's out here really about to lose his breath. Like, I ain't going, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm giving him his credit for even that.
That's not Snoop fault, bro. That's not Snoop fault. You can't do that. You can't say that. That don't have nothing to do with the battle, bro.
I ain't saying that it has anything to do with the battle. If you go again being a ref, this guy is crazy. This guy's
all right. You finish. Let me take my sniff.
Go ahead, umpire.
Listen, it was great for the culture. It was one of the best verses to me. Still, the Bounty and Beanie was the best one to me.
Yeah,
it was the best one.
That's probably the second
I didn't see that.
one. That one was official. Go check that one out.
Okay.
I just think, see, Snoop is like a monument. You know what I'm saying? I think DMX he's a legend. Don't get it twisted. But Snoop has top tier 1A track. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's no coming back from that. You know what I'm saying? Like, nothing's gonna win up against Ain't No Fun, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
So
and you got Nate on that, and it's like, yeah.
And then, just like you said, piggybacking off of you, Hope, it's stuff that he didn't even pull out his bag. I Want to Rock Right Now, the remix with Hope. You know what I'm saying? Sensual production. You know what I'm saying? So, listen, I enjoyed X. I think he did a wonderful job. You saying that he picked the right thing? He had to. X don't have an extensive catalog like a Fab do. You know what I'm saying? Where it was hard to kind of pick things because they probably didn't take it as serious as X did. But X had to pick those tracks because X catalog is not as extensive. However, Snoop just has tier 1 hits, man. It's like it's no coming back from that. He ain't even do Still DRE. He ain't even do that one either. Yeah,
Snoop.
That's what I said. He didn't do shit,
and that's what I'm saying.
DRE, man. If he would,
it's over.
If he would have did Still DRE, it's a rap. Like, it's a rap.
Come on, man.
Yo, Snoop is like a household name. Word. Like,
so it's like I read something last night. It was like, you know what I'm saying? People say Hov is the greatest just from a lyrical standpoint all around, overall artist. And they said Snoop is the most famous. You know what I'm saying? And you can kind of piggyback that, especially off of last night. You know what I'm saying? So
you gotta think about that, yo. Like, Snoop, this is a cat that went from Murder Was the Case. Like, he was about to get charged with murder to, like, he's doing cooking shows with Martha Stewart. He got gospel albums. He got a Snoop Lion album. Like, Snoop done crossed over like crazy. Like, he's a household name, yo. Like, he's a coach. You know, ESPN. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, come on. Like,
and even when X put on Slippin', I was like, Snoop can't put on nothing to kind of equate that. But Snoop put on Murder Was the Case. I still gave that round to X, but Murder Was the Case, man. That's tough. Some people could have called that a draw. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you facts. That's just, I'm saying that's a draw right now, B. Word.
Yeah,
that's one hit, man. One hit.
Yeah, man, that's what I give it as. But when you just, like I said, I was just going crazy when you said it was killed, man. I just was enjoying it, and to see you just getting killed, I'm like, nah, man, this shit is just too good.
That's because your man lost, but it's lost.
it was
Nah,
awesome. I was enjoying the vibe. I really was. Like to see X like that. Yo, X was so funny. The joint.
Yo, he was wild funny, yo. He like, yo, Swiss, why you whispering for? Like niggas don't know you here. Word. He's like, yo, I played up for my nigga say, yo, where the bitches at? I was like, oh shit.
That was yo, man. X was that was hilarious, man. X, you gotta give him his credit, man. So salute to both of those legends. That was another one for the books. I think that's like the second one, like you said. I'll go with that. Like it's the second best one so far.
So while we still in the end, go ahead, Hope. My bad, I cut you off. Right.
No, my bad. Real quick, would you guys go to a live versus? Like, would you if Snoop and DMX, would you go to a live? Yeah, you think?
I definitely pay money for that.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I'll pay money for most of those. For most of the ones that they had now, I'll pay money for, yo. I probably won't pay money for Alicia Keys and John Legend, but I go to Bounty Killer. I go to Fab. I don't know about Luda and Nelly either, yo. I like Luda. I don't know about Luda and Nelly either, yo. But yeah.
I probably might pass those two. Yeah.
Nah, I would pay to see the Luda and Nelly, excuse me, because that's gonna bring out, you know what I mean. So.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna pay you money to see that. You feel me?
Word, yo.
So as we move along, man, since we still on entertainment, man. Your boy Kanye, man, fallout in regards to his comments, man. Y'all think he boils over his mental issues into the world, or do you think this was just a ploy or a tactic to basically introduce what new products he has coming out? Supposedly he has a new album coming out Friday.
Yep.
He has dropping with the Gap. So do you think this is just another one of his kind of promote his product per se?
Mm-hmm. Yo, truthfully, the way 2020 is looking, man, after August B, I don't put anything past anybody, yo. Like, like I know Ye, Ye be on, Ye a little off, but yo, I don't know, man. He got the album coming out Friday, yo. That's all and that was the first thing I said. I'm like, yo, Ye running for president? This nigga got an album coming out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just on some real shit. I'm just waiting for Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez to drop something, B. Like that's all I'm waiting for. That's how I'm feeling now, man. Like so I don't know, B. I really don't know, man. But yeah, I think it's a little bit of both.
How you feel about it, Hope?
I'm with Chad on that one, man. I think it's both, man. I think nothing surprised me at this. I think it's timely, right? He got the album coming out, the Gap thing, you know what I'm saying? But I do think there's some truth or credence to his mental state. I think watching the campaign rally, the nigga was definitely off, you know what I'm saying? So I think it's just all of the above. I don't think it's like one or the other. I think it's like he's fucked up and he got an album coming out. No matter what he does, whether he tweets or whether he speaks or whatever, it stops. He's still a polarizing figure, which is, I'm kind of impressed. Usually, people decline, you know what I'm saying? Like when they start doing crazy shit like that, that nigga, like, no matter what he does, he still stops the world, you know what I'm saying? So
right.
It is what it is. People are going to step for it, you know what I'm saying? So that's all I got to say, you know what I'm saying?
I feel you. Mike, what you think, baby?
Yeah, it's a little bit of both, maybe probably. I think so, man. But he, with mental illness, man, you can't really like look past that or anything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's gonna be going through a lot of shit, you know what I'm saying? But for Kanye, he's been dealing with this shit for a minute. Ain't no telling what he's, you know what I'm saying, he's going through. So I think it's really just a little bit of both, just tapping in. I mean, he's a marketing genius. He really always talks about being a billionaire and certain stuff, but he still is a human being at the end of the day. Hopefully he just gets really just like some help and checked out, you know what I'm saying, or whatever the case may be. But it's probably definitely a little bit of both. I think he's like, he's working on his campaign and all this other stuff, and it's all over Twitter. When he starts going like this, it's just like it's real crazy to see. So you just like, all right. Sometimes you just don't believe this shit. You know what I'm saying? You believing that shit. You just like, damn, all right. Even so, man, just somebody like help him out. Where's his circle? You know what I'm saying? Like, kind of. Sometimes that's what it's kind of like. We had a talk about that. You know what I'm saying, on mental illness on our first couple of episodes.
Yeah.
So that's the thing, you know what I'm saying? As us as men too as well, like, is there anybody there for him, talking to him, besides whether it's his lady or whatever? Is there somebody around that just be like, yo, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, et cetera, et cetera. But this shit is just a little bit of both, it seems like. I don't know, man. It's all crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't taking away from it. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I definitely believes that, you know, he has that bipolar disorder. I do.
Yeah.
However, I think a lot of niggas use that mental illness as a crutch. You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, my whole thing is, I understand you got an illness, but don't denigrate your people at the same token. You know what I'm saying? From the shit at DMZ up into trying to, one of our decorated heroes from slavery, you trying to denounce what he did. You know what I'm saying? Like, what sense does that make? You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, yeah, that whole Twitter rant about his family, okay, that's one thing. But when you start taking away things from us, people that truly support you, because I can assure you, it's a bunch of niggas going out there buying all that product. You understand? So at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? And not to say that, you know what I'm saying, he doesn't do any kind of goodwill in his city or his town. I'm not saying that he doesn't, you know what I'm saying, or whatever foundations he may have or support, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, man, I just think a lot of that shit is contrived. I think a lot of it is due in part to, you know what I'm saying, things that he has that he's promoting. And he just gets that crazy reaction by doing this, so people can kind of tune in to more what he's doing. You know, people use ploys, man. 50 always used some sort of ploy on his rollout. You know what I'm saying? And always use some sort of ploy.
And that's the thing, yo. It's like more of a thing now, B. Like,
yeah. And I'm not mad at that. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, especially if you got a good product coming behind it, I'm not mad at that. But to the extent of which Ye does his type shit, it's just ridiculous, man. You know what I'm saying? So I think, I'm not saying he doesn't have that disease or that mental illness, but a lot of that, it's like, I understand that part, but dogs, don't bring us down at the same token. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's ridiculous, man. Yeah, man.
I think that's kind of where I'm at, man. I mean, like, and I know, Al, you said you're not mad at that, but it's like, what the cost is too high. The cost is, you know, black people. Like, there's a lot of anti-blackness with Kanye, man.
Right. No, I'm mad at that. I'm mad at that. The what I was saying, my fault to cut you off. I'm mad at that. What I was saying as far as like 50, when he used to go at Ja Rule or something before he had something coming out.
Oh, yeah.
Like, from a lyrical standpoint, you know what I'm saying? From like a rapper,
right.
mano y mano point. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not mad at that part. You know what I'm saying? I am mad at the fact that, like you said, he's on his anti-black shit. That shit
is whack. Because he don't even have to do that, yo.
He doesn't. Exactly. He ain't got to do that shit.
He don't.
He ain't got to do
No,
it's a musical genius. He don't got to do that.
Yo, he make good music, yo. So it's like, yeah, man. Like,
it's kind of like a cry for attention. You know what I'm saying? Attention. It's like, but like that's just the thing now, man. You know what I'm saying? You go into he does it all the time, man. You so used to it, you just see it all the time.
So can't respect that.
But here's an interesting part with Kanye. I'm gonna keep it 100, and maybe y'all could disagree or whatever. I don't think Kanye has made any good music in years. I'm not jacking, like, the content of the music has not been. Look, there was something interesting about R. Kelly, right? R. Kelly, the reason why he was able to permeate so long, because the music was undeniable, yo. The music was undeniable. Like, you were like, damn, Key and the Ignition, damn, TP2, damn, Step in the Name of Love. Kanye, I mean,
I believe I can
be
fly.
honest, man.
Yeah.
I believe I could fly. I would say My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy was his last undeniable
body of work.
Like record. Like, man, this nigga. After a while, this shit is kind of murky waters, man. It's murky waters.
Yeah.
The nigga ain't really
production, yo.
Yeah.
I get exactly what you're saying, and everything.
I hear what you're saying. Because I listen to the old albums now.
I agree with that. Like, his real top tier type shit album. I definitely.
Definitely.
At that, like, even I'm looking at that joint and assessing, like, some of these just like real shit. Like, I could, like, a real Kanye shit. And the last one was like probably Graduation or some shit. So you're right.
Yo, that's what I'll be listening to. Yo, Late Registration, B. Like, I'll be on Late Registration hard. Like,
those are really joints.
Piggybacking.
Like, if the music was if the music was hard, do you think that we'd be looking at him differently? Like, do you think we'd give him a pass if the music was hard?
Nah, not for the shit that he,
not for the shit he's saying. Like, yeah.
Not for the shit he's saying.
As the people, no, nah. You don't get no pass for that shit. No.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Don't walk away. You know what I'm saying? Like, me personally, I don't give you no pass for that shit. Remember, you know what I'm saying? What you do, how you do it, and you denouncing your own people. Like, come on, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't like we got a whole bunch of people that was down for us. I mean, now, you know what I'm saying, it's a lot of rally cries and things of that nature, but it's like, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day, we all we got, man. We got to stick together, man. We can't do less at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So fuck the lesson.
Yeah, he wildin'. He wildin'.
You know what I'm saying? On another note, as we proceed, you know what I'm saying, before we get into you, Hope, about, you know, last topic, you know what I mean, all of us avid, I would say, NBA fans, basketball fans, you know what I'm saying? Scrimmages in effect started yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Who we got coming out the West? Who we got coming out the East, man?
Yes, man.
I got the Clippers, man.
My God. Go ahead, man.
I got the Clippers coming out the West. And, yo, East, man, yo, or some real shit. Niggas are sleeping on Toronto. But, yo, Boston, man. I think if Boston get it together, yo, I think they could do something, man. Them young boys is all right. But, yo, Toronto, man, your man Spicy P, man. Like, your man Siakam, I don't know. It's something about Milwaukee. I'm not sold on Milwaukee, yo. They don't have it yet, yo. They got Giannis, but I think they need another piece, yo.
And they gave up. You know who they gave up? That was the key too. I think didn't they give up Mirotic? Didn't they give up?
Oh, he ain't there no more?
He was a free agent. So nah, he's still a free agent. So he left after that year.
Okay. So
like, they got some players, but it's like, yo, I think you need somebody besides Giannis, man. Like, I think it need to be a 1-2 punch, and I don't think Chris Middleton is it, yo. Like, I don't think that's it, man.
Playoffs for him because he can't do that like a whole Bogart to the rim shit when the playoffs.
Yeah, yo. So, and Giannis ain't got no jump shot. Once they D him up, it make that nigga shoot, yo. It's quiet. That's what happened last year, yo.
I think they put him in like a 2-3 zone.
Yo, once they make you shoot, yo, they start to show up.
You don't even got to do a zone. More or less, you see how they did last year. Only thing they did was just play him from the free throw line down. You know what I'm saying? So, crowded the paint. So it's hard for you to do anything when only thing you do is run to the paint and they crowding that shit. What you gonna do?
Yeah. I mean, jumping on everybody. So I don't know, man. But I got the Clippers taking it all, man. I want to see Kawhi get another one, man.
Yeah, I think it's time for PG to get his ring.
I like Kawhi, man. You got the Lakers?
Yeah. I got the Lakers, bro. Bron. That nigga, he's a man possessed, yo. Man possessed. I'm fucking with LeBron, man.
I got you. I think LeBron, he put that focus on. It's, you know, he hard to contain when he do that, man.
Yeah.
And what AD is like.
Yo, yeah.
That's the mother
shit. What you do with that?
Yeah.
However, I got in the finals. I got the Clippers and I got the Sixers. I think Philly gonna come out the East, man.
Yo, if they could get it together, yo.
I think Rondo gonna be below the LA to the Lakers. I think Rondo and Avery, what's it? Damn, Avery Bradley.
Yeah.
I think those gonna be two big blows to the Lakers, man.
Is he playing, yo?
He's not playing, right?
Yeah,
he's not playing.
Avery Bradley not playing. They said Rondo may come back like second.
Yeah, Rondo supposed to come back. I seen him working out. Yo, he got bigger too, yo.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Yeah, I mean, damn, I ain't even gonna lie, man. I saw some of the scrimmage last night. Bo was looking all right, man. Low key.
Oh.
He was looking all right. I was watching.
Oh, he nice, yo.
Nah, but don't get me wrong. It's still.
Get some Wizards, man. Come on, y'all. Man.
I like take it.
He bust my ass in 2K.
I'm saying it was looking good. Looking good in the scrimmages because you got to think about it. He got passed up crazy. He got passed crazy. Like Bobo, where he went, like he got passed up crazy. So,
he's like 44th pick.
Yeah. So, to him,
like second round.
With him and the Joker working together as big man, like, you know what I'm saying, how they do pass the ball. So I think that'd be like good for the future. Yeah. But I still, like you said, I like Clippers.
Clippers look good, yo.
I wish I would say Brooklyn, but you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna just be good as just see Jamal Crawford out there but I know it's gonna be quiet for them. But I think 76ers they got a good chance. You know what I'm saying? If they could step in with some couple of good pieces that could step up, so I could see 76ers in there too, maybe in there.
Got Ben playing the floor, man. That's gonna be crucial, man. Ben playing the floor.
Yeah. So but still, man, the East is still like so with the East, man. But like you said, I ain't gonna knock Toronto either. Don't knock Toronto. They've been there before, especially with all this shit.
Yeah, I was surprised that they still kind of nice, yo. They ain't really fall off that much, yo.
Yeah, nah. They, because they got young people that actually know what to do. You know what I'm saying? And just added a Kawhi, he just made everything. So with that now, I think, but it's going to really be up to Kyle Lowry, though. It's going to really be up to Kyle Lowry. Like, I think he got to quarterback it out, you know what I'm saying, and really have, like, a real good playoffs and whatnot or whatever they do in the bubble. So it'll be good. It's gonna be dope, man. I'm looking forward to it, man. I know everybody else is. A lot of shit going on. So it'd be good to finally see some NBA ball, man.
Word.
Assistant.
All right, man. So listen, man. We got a special guest once again, man. Good friend of mine, man. Providence own, man. Jon Hope, man. My guy, man. Listen, man. Thanks once again for your time, man. So get the people some background on you, man.
Yeah, man. Nah, man. Once again, glad to chop it up, man. It's a reunion, man. I feel like we in the Hendo, you know what I'm saying? And we just kicking it, you know. We're in the yard, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Born and raised Providence, Rhode Island, and a lot of my content, a lot of my art is inspired by, my city, you know what I'm saying? And it's a city that I believe that I think the world is gonna pay attention to, man. We got a lot of talent, you know what I'm saying? And so and a lot of people that are making noise in the industry in so many different ways, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just happy to be able to contribute and kind of express like what the culture is, you know what I'm saying, coming from where I come from, PVD, you know what I mean? And I've been doing my thing for a while now. I would liken my career to like a slow burn, you know what I'm saying? When you think about like artists like Freddie Gibbs, Griselda, Rick Ross, 2 Chainz, these are guys that's had a lot of longevity. And it was a slow grind, you know what I'm saying? Might have had some glimpses of success, you know what I'm saying? But, nothing that really like catapulted right away, built slow and steady. And I think that's kind of where I'm at. 2020, right before COVID hit, I was on my first headlining tour in support of my album and documentary called Hope All Is Well. And, we went down to Philly. We did SOBs with my dude Jay Stone from All Money In, and sold that thing out. Like 250 crip niggas talking about that Hope shit. You know what I'm saying? And yo, it's crazy.
That's fucking dope. That's dope.
That's dope.
I've just been consistent, man. Just building, lay a brick each day. Eventually, you got a wall. I'm a disciple of Nipsey Hussle. So, my whole thing, I really buy into that marathon mentality. And so right now I'm working on my album called Hope All Is Well. That is, it's about to come out. It's dope, real dope, man. You know what I'm saying?
My man. And listen, man, I want to go back a little bit, right? Probably my top 3 tracks from you. Eat, Champagne, Camp Street, and Comstock. Tell us about Camp Street and Comstock.
Yeah, man. I mean, again, man, that's a big thing. Camp Street and Comstock is probably my most it's my favorite record because of what I'm talking about. So Camp Street and Comstock, where we come from, we don't really play B's and C's, you know what I'm saying? It's territories, so you got North End, West End, South Side, East Side, and it's generational beef, you know what I'm saying? And particularly between the East Side and South Side. And so on the East Side, you got Camp Street, and then on the South Side, you got Comstock Avenue, you know what I'm saying? And so basically, I'm just talking about what it was like growing up, with that whole, in that era, you know what I'm saying? Right now, it's a little bit, it's not as segregated, but back when I was growing up, everybody knew, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, East Side niggas over here, South Side niggas over here. because I played ball, I was able to kind of just go in any side of town. But you know, my cousin, he got killed from that. You know what I mean? But you know, it's just something that, you know, at the time, if you want to know what it's like to grow up in Providence, you know what I'm saying? That's probably like a good introduction to what it's like. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's produced by Grammy Award winner Bongo, by the way. You know, he did a lot of stuff with the team. He did a lot of stuff with he's on the Pop Smoke album. He did the Kanye West album. He's from Providence, like in LA right now. You know what I mean? That's like my day one. You know what I mean? So Kim Street and Concept is probably my most impactful record. You know what I'm saying?
That shit is. Man, listen, man. When I had that shit up on my story, that wasn't just no bullshit. Just because you was gonna be on the show, like more or less, that's my shit. Like I listen to that shit like daily. You know what I'm saying? That shit is hard. That shit gave me a feel, cause you know what I'm saying. When at Union, when niggas like, oh, he from Providence, niggas like, what, Providence?
I remember that.
But as I got to know you, of course, I knew more about that. But then that song itself, it's like it just puts you right in the middle of that shit, man. That shit is awesome, man. You know what I'm saying? And
appreciate that.
Kind of piggybacking off of that, you know what I'm saying? Like, where do you feel as an artist, right? You've grown from a guy named Harry, that was what, 2015, to now. I know now you're working on Hope All Is Well, but prior to that, Work in Progress in 2019. Where do you feel like you've grown as an artist between those two projects?
Man, you know what? I've grown tremendously. Actually, man, Work in Progress is a re-release from 2012. So my last project was Savage Beauty. Yeah, I put that on the streaming platform because my fans were like, yo, we want Work in Progress up on there. You know what I'm saying? They were like, yo, where's Work in Progress? Where's Work in Progress? So my fans, you know what I'm saying? I was just listening to them. You got to give the people what they want. So it was a re-release in 2019, but it originally came out in 2012. And that was like probably the one that was the project that put me over the hump, because I got on 106 in Park with that. I went on tour with Nas around the Nigga album, and I signed a production deal, and I moved to Atlanta. And that's when, you know, things started kicking off, but it didn't really kick off the way I wanted to, so I moved back to Rhode Island. But that's probably like my biggest, you know, at that time, that was the one that kind of put me on the blogs and Two Dope Boys, NotRight.com. You know, I'm from the blog era, you know what I'm saying? Just trying of Drake, J. Cole when I came out. So that's a re-release. But to answer your question, man, I've grown tremendously, you know, as a songwriter, you know what I'm saying? As a businessman, started my own company, Zane Butler, with my merch, with my events and everything like that, you know what I'm saying? So I think right now it's all coming full circle, because, you know, I was chasing a deal. Now, you know, I'm just catering to my fans, you know what I'm saying? And it's been proven fruitful, you know what I'm saying? So that's how I've grown, man. I'm more secure with myself and my art.
I got you. And it's funny you say that, because I was about to say Work in Progress seemed like more raw. It seemed like more of a first cut versus, you know what I'm saying, a guy named Harry, where it seemed like it seemed like you was more in a good space at that point. You know what I'm saying? Where things kind of seemed like they were flowing versus like the raw aspect of a Work in Progress. You know what I'm saying? That's why I wanted to ask that question, but I'm glad you answered that. And I have one insight on that, because
Stars is my joint on there. I was just listening to that. I was listening to that too as well. Stars is a great joint. Charge it to the game. There's a couple of, like, definitely a good project, man. Like, I was really going through them joints, and I was like, you said that was in 2012?
Work in Progress.
That was 2012, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, Work in Progress, yeah.
Man.
That's 2012, bro. Yeah.
Wow. And
and it's so funny because the original version of Work in Progress had Saha the Prince. I had Pill from Maybach Music.
Yeah.
I had Meg, who was signed to Dr. Dre.
I see you got Khalil on here.
So I had what happened?
I see you had Khalil on here. On No Lights.
I had Khalil on there, yeah, man.
Yeah, with No Lights. That's
No Lights. So man. Yeah, that's my favorite project, man. You know what I'm saying?
I tapped into Black Rose too. That's a new joint that you just put out too as well, Black Rose. was going through some of
Yeah, Black Rose. Yeah, Black Rose gonna be on Hope All as well.
Okay. Yeah, I like that, man. That's dope, man. So you're just how has everything been for you? You think like just navigating through this whole like situation as an artist? You know what I mean? Like I think there's so much going on right now in the music industry. For me, so like you said, you've had like such a long journey. Like, what's been the biggest like obstacle that you just really had to face, and that you really just thankful to just like understand the game and know where you at right now in the vision?
Man, you know, I think like many people, no matter what arena, you know, people had to pivot. You know, like I said, I was literally in the middle of my tour. I was about to do the second leg. I was gonna go to Oklahoma, Seattle, Toronto. You know, I was doing my thing. And so what I realized, I think it was a good time to kind of like reflect and just kind of like see where I can grow. You know what I'm saying? And so I started doing a lot of, not a lot, but I started doing some voiceover work. You know what I'm saying? So I just did a commercial with Revolt, with Diddy's Revolt, for Black Lives Matter. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that was a big look. And it's been great, man, to be honest, man. My merch game, you know, we're really trying to, you know, turn the Hope Signature Collection into a lifestyle brand. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, you know, I'm really mimicking, you know, not mimicking, but I'm inspired by you know, Nipsey, you know what I'm saying? And the marathon clothing and his concept of vertical integration, you know what I'm saying? So like everything you see from production to consumption is me. You know, that's my chain, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I wear my own clothes, put out my content through my own mediums, you know what I'm saying? We got our own video directors, you know, I write my own treatments and things of that nature. So it's been good, man. And you know, I'll give y'all this first, man, you know what I'm saying? But about a week and a half ago, I signed, man. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna say with who or what.
Oh, congrats, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, you heard it first, man.
So
it's the best promotion right here. Might as well. Might as well, man. That's dope, man. Congrats to you, man. Congrats to you, man.
Oh, thank you.
Definitely, man. Definitely.
Thank you.
Congrats, my brother. True story.
You even gotta tell us. You even gotta let us know. Just let that know when you ready, man. That was enough.
Yeah,
oh,
man.
y'all niggas gonna know. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely I signed about a week and a half ago.
Dope.
And it was definitely life changing, man. Like life changing in the sense of you reflect and you're like, man, I remember, you know, the multiple auditions, the you know, rapping in the projects, you know what I'm saying? Just the million no's, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a grind, man, you know what I'm saying? And for me to be, you know, I got grades, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, I'm brand new.
Hey,
you know
it's all right, man.
Like,
that's good. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that, man.
Wisdom, brother. Wisdom,
man.
Oh, yeah.
Respect the movement 100%, man.
That's dope, yo.
You got a great movement going as far as just losing the last name, the Hope. The movement is it, and you know, you just been on the ground, like you said. It's a marathon, man, and that's what it's about. Like, so that's really dope. It's all coming to fruition for you, man. That's really, really dope, man. So I'm waiting to see everything else, man. Can't wait to hear that announcement. Where you at?
Yeah, well, stay tuned for that. Stay tuned.
Going back real quick to my fault, Gunner. I know you probably got, you know what I'm saying, a couple questions you want to ask too. But this is my last one, my bad. I know you say you was in Atlanta for a minute, right? Why did you choose Atlanta? I know that's when you was probably more or less, that's probably the epicenter as far as for like our culture itself. But from a music standpoint and the kind of style you are, because you kind of remind me of Jay Elect, you know what I'm saying? So that Atlanta kind of doesn't mesh on that realm, you know what I'm saying? So why did you choose Atlanta?
Yeah. Man, because you know, the situation was the people that were managing me at the time, they lived in Atlanta and they ran probably the most notable studio. It's called True Sound Studio. They reached out to me through the blogs, you know what I'm saying? So if you remember last year, Dreamville, remember they put out the compilation album and they had the golden ticket.
Yeah.
So where they recorded, that's where I was living at. That's the people that manage me. Yeah,
okay.
you know what I'm saying?
I got you.
So when I went out there, I met Drake, I met J. Cole. I was with J. Cole when he first recorded the first album. He recorded his first album at Tree Sound, and everybody would pull up there. That's why I had all those artists that I mentioned, like Saha, when he was on MMG.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Makes
Yellow
sense.
Wolf, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. So I was out there, and they was fucking with me, you know what I'm saying? But it just didn't really mesh. And so, you know, that was a rough period because I had took 3 years off because I felt like a failure. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't come home with the trophy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right.
And so I went back to school, I got my grad degree, and then I was like, yo, I'm gonna get back into it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's the reason why.
All right, makes sense. I got you.
That's dope. No,
Gunna, did you have any questions for Hope?
Nah, it was he pretty much answered everything. I wanted to know, like, where we going from here, you know what I'm saying? With even though it's COVID, we got a pandemic and all that, like how do we maneuver it? But you pretty much touched on the spot as far as building the merch, putting the merch out, and voiceovers and other things that you was doing. So, but yeah, like, that's all I want to know, man, because, you know, it's like, damn, I feel as though artists, like, it was like you said, you was about to go on tour and all that. It's like, so what do you do now? Like, how do you maneuver with pretty much like these restrictions?
Yeah, it has.
I mean, it's just extending the brand at this point,
right,
and really connecting with my fans. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, I think a lot of times we get caught up in how many followers and the numbers, but for me, you know, I mean, I have like 4K in followers. I always grow, but those are, you know, I engage.
Yeah, that 4K, yeah, yeah.
My shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Like I could drop whatever it is, and they buy my shit. They fuck with me. They believe in this hope. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, they believe what I'm pushing. So for me, it's just keep feeding them. We keep growing. You know what I'm saying? And you know, trying to find different ways. I'm studying. I'm looking at what other artists are doing. Partnering with different people. You know what I'm saying? So you know, it's just about like staying active. You know, shooting content, constantly coming out with content. You know what I'm saying? And really keeping my fans engaged. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. Yeah, we fuck with that Hope shit, man. That's dope, man. That grind is.
And I think that you touched on that, man. That's so important, I think, right now, too, for everybody as far as, like, artists, because I think sometimes as artists, sometimes nowadays, we start to not, like, we forget about the audience, you know what I'm saying? Like, how important it is to, like, just engage with them, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes we just filling them with content, filling this, worrying about the songs, but, like you said, as far as just, I think, you know, there's 100, we look at the music industry right now, there's 1 million people, somebody may have 1 million followers, and they can't even sell a certain amount of records, 10,000, you know what I mean? So it's like how important is that I think you spoke on it, how important is that to really tap in, like, hey, check, and building that audience one by one at the time right now, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's dope. You know, can you even touch on that too as well? Like even just yourself, if you want to touch on that, just like how important that is really too.
Yeah, because I mean, it's really important. I mean, that's my lifeline, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I have a campaign, it's called Affinity, you know what I'm saying? So if you follow me, you see me, I'll use the hashtag that Hope shit in Affinity. And that's like, if you really fuck with me, it's an affinity between you and I. It's a deep connection and it's not forced, you know what I'm saying? So like me and my fans, man, like, you know, like I said, I look at Nip, I look at Tech Nine, I look at J. Cole, like these are guys that it doesn't matter about the trend, you know what I'm saying? Then they're in it for the long haul. And you know, and you know, the start of this conversation was about Snoop and DMX. That's what I want. You know what I'm saying? I want to be still relevant, still doing my thing. You know what I'm saying? So even the music might not be, it might not be the flavor of the month, but there's a group of people that's growing that fuck with it, you know what I'm saying? And they fit not only just the music, but what I'm pushing, you know what I'm saying? And you know, think a lot of times we get caught up in, you know, like I tell you what, I wouldn't want to be where, you know, let's say, like, what's the nigga Mims? You know what I'm saying? This is why I'm hot. You know what I'm saying? Like
that shit was popping. Remember that?
That's no. You know what I mean? Like, that's no diss to the nigga, but I'm just saying, like, I don't want to be a one-hit wonder.
Yeah, like, right. Has no kind of relevance in this day and age at all. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I feel you.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
From no standpoint.
That's it.
Longevity. Yeah.
It's just about that. It's just about longevity with me. It's about, like, you know, I got fans that, like, day one, you know what I'm saying, that really believe in the brand. And, you know, are not afraid to tell the next person about it, man. So it's dope.
That's dope, man. That's dope, man. Listen, man, it's been a pleasure, man, having you alongside us today, man. Having you on the show, man. You know what I'm saying? We from the ground up, so we appreciate having an artist from the ground up and sticking to your craft, man. So, you know what I'm saying? Grateful to have you on. But before you go, man, you got to go through the ringer, man. So we got our rapid fire segment, man. So we got to put you through it, all right?
Okay, what's up?
Mike, let them know the details.
So we got 90 seconds, and we're going to give you just 15 joints that you just got to go through in the quickest way possible if you can. If not, if you got to double back or whatever the case may be, you double back or whatever, just say pass. Just going to throw a whole bunch of rapid joints at you. Your favorite. So we're going to start it. I'm going to give you a timer real quick. So we're going to start right now. Favorite rap album of all time.
Say that one more time. Say that one more time. Because I lost. Favorite rap album of all time?
Yeah.
Victory Lap by Nipsey Hussle.
Got you. Favorite artist?
Nipsey Hussle.
One person you look forward to working with?
Benny the Butcher.
Got you. Favorite producer of all time?
What happened?
Favorite producer of all time?
Again? Favorite producer of all time? Just Blaze.
Got you. One favorite project if you had to choose to suggest for a new listener?
Hope all as well.
Hardest thing you have to deal with being an artist right now?
Balance the time with my daughter.
Got you. Best advice you've received so far as an artist?
Stay committed to yourself. Stay committed to yourself.
Project you weren't particularly happy with that you could have done that you feel you could have done better?
What's that?
One project that you weren't, if there's one project that you weren't particularly happy with that you would have like go back or something like that on one particular project that you just weren't like, or you could just like
my own project or another artist.
No, your project, one project that you just like maybe you weren't happy with that you was an artist.
I would say
or that
none, man.
Nothing wrong with that. Nah. Yeah, white tees or black tees?
White tees, man.
Favorite thing to do on off time?
Play ball.
Favorite food? Yeah.
African food.
Nike or Adidas?
Nikes.
Favorite your favorite college moment?
Favorite college?
Yeah. Favorite college moment?
When I played for URI freshman year.
Okay, got you. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, I should have asked the bonus, or there's a bonus joint. Production or lyrics, what makes it up to you?
Production or lyrics, what?
Production or lyrics, what makes it, you think, right now?
Man, I'll probably say production, man. You know, when you hear that beat,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right now? Hell, right now? Yeah.
Got you. All right.
Yo, and look, I got a quick question too, right? Because you said Benny, somebody you want to work with, right? Benny or Conway, this for Rube. Rube, this for you, nigga. Rube Boy 90, this for you. Benny or Conway, Hope?
Oh, Benny.
By far, right?
Benny, man. Benny talk that talk.
So Rube, I like Conway the Machine, man. But yeah, yo, Benny, I like the nigga. But Benny nasty, yo. Benny nasty.
Yeah. Benny and Mozzie are my two favorite artists right now. Mozzie from out of Sacramento.
Yeah.
You know who Mozzie is?
Yeah.
Mozzie is crazy. I've been tapping in.
Mozzie is nice.
Yeah, I fuck with Mozzie.
So Hope, man, let the people know where they can get some merch. I've been slacking. I need to cop some, and I definitely will.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? Make sure you order. Well, I need you to autograph mine, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to put my shit up in a mantle, man. I ain't going to wear it. You got to autograph mine. You know what I mean?
My nigga.
All right. Let the people know where they can get the merch. Do your shouts, man.
Man, everything. Jon Hope PVD, man. JONHOPE PVD. That's that's on my social media. Or you can hit up johnhopepvd.com/shop. You know what I'm saying? Get you some Hope signature collection. You know what I mean? That's some inspired cloth, and that's it, man. You know what I'm saying?
All right. When the album coming, man? When the
album coming, yo.
Man, album coming, man. I would say it's looking like fall, but we're gonna have some content, you know what I'm saying? Coming in between that, but Hope All as well is dropping in the fall, you know what I mean? And yeah, we working, man. You know what I'm saying? We got
that's dope.
It's a good time, man. Hope shit.
That's dope, man. That's dope,
Listen, man.
I like your energy, man.
Yeah, man. That's how
man. Loving the
energy. That's how he always been too, man. He's always been, man.
That's dope, man. That's dope. You're passionate about what you're doing, man, and that's dope, man. And that's why that's why you here, man. That's why we just tapped in with you, man. So it was great, definitely tapping in with you, man. I like the music. Definitely gonna be tapping in more and like staying in tune with you, man.
Word, yo.
It's been a pleasure, man. You
pleasure, yo, Jeezy, man. My God.
Same forever, man.
Real niggas know what it is. You know what I mean?
Right.
My nigga Chad.
Yeah, hell yeah, yo. I remember them days at Huntley, man.
This nigga, yo, Brandy. Let me stop.
Oh, man, it was good times, man. Oh, man, that was, yo.
Shout out Dre, shout out Jamal.
You know what
I'm saying? Yeah. Yo, love you.
Nigga, man. Listen, man, it's been a pleasure, man. Thank you so much, man, for being on, man. Listen, man, I appreciate it all, man. I'm a big fan, man. I can't wait to the next album, man. And you know what I'm saying? Of course we're gonna be in contact, man. But you know what I'm saying? Hopefully we can get you out here next year, man, and get this shit rocking and rolling, man, for sure, man.
Yeah. And definitely swing by, man, too, man. When you gotta do all that press for the new album. You already know it's home here. Come through if you want to talk more about it.
We gonna double back.
Yes, sir. That's it. That's what we're trying to do, man. Keep that energy. You know what I'm saying? Definitely, man. Thank you for coming on again, man. Use Only Podcast, man. Jon Hope. Everybody go ahead, check out everything.
Episode 7, man.
Yes, sir.
Episode 7. Stay mellow.
Jon Hope.
Man. Stay safe.
Word, yo.